She goes, grabs the fucking cabinet, the drawer or whatever that I was talking about that I kept my toothbrush in, and she goes, this is what I'm hearing. And she fucking like slams the shit like 30 times. Hi everyone, I'm Michaela. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a story time that I have been meaning to tell for a while since this shit happened, because this is a good ass story and this could be some good ass fucking content. So here we go. The reason I haven't filmed this video previously is because this story takes so much energy out of me and it's just not worth it. But today it felt worth it. So we're gonna tell a story time today about my fucking psychotic fucking Airbnb host, okay? Alright. This story happened in March 2019. It is July 2019 right now, so it's been like 3 months. Can I count? March, April, May, June, July. It's been 5 months, okay. Ignore that. It's been 5 months. March, April, May, June. 4 months? Okay, whatever. It's been a few months since this happened and I have recovered from the emotional scarring that this bitch gave me, okay? Okay, there was a period of my life in March 2019 that I had to stay in Airbnbs quite a bit because I was going through some personal shit and I didn't have an apartment, so I had to bounce from Airbnbs. I picked this wonderful Airbnb with this sweet old lady, or so I thought. Okay. I picked this Airbnb because it was relatively cheap in comparison to everything else in that time. If you guys don't know, in Arizona, spring training is around March, so all the Airbnbs are booked the fuck up forever. I swear, like, we could not even get an Airbnb on certain nights, and we had to sleep in the car for a couple nights. Different story, being homeless, different story. But back to this story. I picked this Airbnb. It was $1,400 for one room and a shared bathroom, which is fucking insane. And that kind of shows you guys how booked Airbnbs are at this time in Arizona, in Phoenix at least, in the area that I needed to be in. So yeah, booked this Airbnb, started talking to this lady that was the host, okay? She's the older lady, and this Airbnb was around Phoenix. I'm not gonna say the exact like town, but okay. And this lady's name was Linda. I am gonna say her name just because it's a first name and it doesn't really matter. No one is gonna be able to figure that out, you know what I mean? So I noticed on the Airbnb app that I just put one guest when it was going to be my boyfriend and I. That's my fault. I just didn't pay attention, I guess, when I booked it, because I needed to book it quickly, you know what I mean? I was kind of in a rush. So yeah, so I message her, I tell her what happened, that I didn't mean to, but I just didn't put the other person, and I asked her if that was still okay. If not, we were gonna have to cancel everything. So I let her know that. She kind of got a little snippy with me and was like, well, you have to put it like it's Airbnb rules, whatever, but I'll let it slide this time, and like whatever. Oh, and the reason the Airbnb was so cheap was because she was running like a special, a deal or whatever. She put in like her bio on Airbnb, on her listing, that she would give like a discount if we asked for it. So I asked for it, obviously. So it went from $1,900 to $1,400. Red flag number one. Why is she doing that? You know, we booked for a month, if I didn't say that already, but we'll get there. So messaging her back and forth wasn't the most pleasant thing. she was very snippy. She kept calling us children and irresponsible and whatever. I have text messages, so I will go ahead and put those on the screen whenever I'm like talking about whatever, so you guys can see my proof, because this is 100%. I'm not lying. I wish I was, because this shit was fucking insane. All of this is just before we even get there, before we even meet the fucking lady. So she gives us a discount. We go along our merry way. She gets kind of frustrated about check-in, because I'm asking, when can we check in? Because we needed a place to stay and we booked it, and I wanted to know an exact time that I was gonna need to show up at this lady's house. I don't remember if I was asking a week in advance or a couple days in advance, but I think it was a couple days in advance. It wasn't anything like a month in advance, like crazy, like I need you to give me a time. But it was a reasonable amount of time before, and she was telling me how she had a doctor's appointment. I remember exactly like what one of the texts said. It was like, the doctor takes his time. I was like, all right. Okay. But I guess she had this doctor's appointment already booked. Okay, I get it. On her Airbnb, just to show you guys where I was coming from, on her Airbnb, it said check-in from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., something like that. So I wanted to check in at like 11. Like, I didn't have anywhere to go. I was sitting in my fucking car, you know? Like, I was ready to, like, get in the house, like, check in. So I just asked her once, and you know how old people are when they text? Like, it's not very clear. It's not very to the point. It's like, I don't know. But she just wasn't being very clear, so I not kept asking, but I asked for clarification and communication and whatever. Before this texting incident that I'm telling you about, she called me and she was like, I can't text, like it's very frustrating to me. I feel like I'm talking to a bunch of kids. And I was like, okay, I don't really know the point of her saying that. That kind of just really like irked me. And it's like, I'm paying you $1,400. Like, I'm obviously not a child. Yes, I am young, but I am responsible and I have the money to pay you $1,400. So, not really getting where that should come in, that I'm a child, or that we are children. Okay, so that just irked me. I guess I'll kind of move on from the small details, but just know that before we even met her, it was kind of weird. It was kind of, she was rude. Like, it just wasn't good vibes. But I was like, okay, it's over the phone, it's over text, maybe she's just frustrated, maybe she's really old, she doesn't get it. So I was just trying to be empathetic towards her and just be patient. And I was like, we got a room, finally. We got a room for a month. We're not gonna have to worry about getting an Airbnb for another month, and we have time to find an apartment, we have time to do the stuff that we've been wanting to do, and we have a place to stay. So I was just like, I need a place to stay, you know? At this point, I didn't care if she was rude. So, saying that makes the story even crazier. I didn't even care that she was rude, but she was so rude that all this rest of the stuff happened, and I had to eventually get the fuck out. So Corey and I show up. I think we show up at like 2 or something, because she gave us a time, whatever. I don't remember, it's been a minute. But we show up with our suitcases and shit. She's really surprised at how much like luggage we have, and I'm like, okay, why is it your business? Like, why does it matter? And I just didn't understand why she was like commenting on the things that she was commenting on. But anyways, so we roll in with our suitcases. She tells us that we have to give her our IDs. I'm like, why? She didn't mention this over the phone though, so I was kind of expecting it, but I didn't know that she's gonna be like crazy and like actually ask us for our IDs. I don't know if that's like a thing that you are allowed to do on Airbnb, but I kind of just ignored it. I was like, okay, let's just give her the fucking ID so we can go lay down in a bed, you know? So Corey gave her his ID, and I don't think I gave her mine because mine was on Airbnb already, so I think she just took his. I don't remember. She scanned it, she copied it, whatever. And then she like showed us around her place. Okay. The room was kind of ugly. It wasn't what we were expecting. That was the least of our worries, to be honest though. But the room was a lot smaller than it looked on the website. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was cluttered as fuck. Like, I could barely move in the room. And like 2 people are gonna stay in that room for a month. And I was just like, okay, I was just trying to be grateful. I was trying to realize that, oh, I was sleeping in my car, this is a lot better. And it was, you know. So we start unpacking our shit, and then crazy shit just goes down. We come to realize that she lives with her son, or her son lives with her, I guess. And he is like 40, maybe 50. Like, I'm not even joking. She's probably like 70. He's probably like 40, 45, something like that. And they're living together. And he, just to add to the story, he never came out of his room. He came out of his room a couple times. We saw him a couple times. But he was literally like just getting water or just getting food. Like, he never came out. He never talked to his mom. Like, I don't blame you, dude. But yeah, so we get settled. We learn that in her house, we're not allowed to use the kitchen past 6 p.m. Let me say that again. The kitchen cannot be used past 6 p.m. What normal person goes to bed even close to 6 p.m.? What normal person even eats dinner and cooks and cleans up the kitchen and everything before 6 p.m.? No one. No one. Like, that was shocking to me. And then we came to realize that we were going to share a bathroom with her son. And that made me kind of uncomfortable because in the listing, it did say that we have our own bathroom. So I was like, okay. But this is something that I messaged her about before. And she told me, I asked her if it was a shared bathroom or if it was our own bathroom. And she said something like, it's shared, but it's always clean, kind of thing. It can sometimes be shared, but it's always clean. Something like that. So I was like, okay, like, it might not be a shared bathroom the entire time we're there, so it's fine, you know? Not a big deal. I was just trying to be grateful, like I said. It kind of felt like she wasn't even really, like, ready for us. She had to, like, go get us, like, towels and stuff. She had to like clear out a place in the kitchen for us to put our things, our like groceries or whatever. I don't know if she just assumed that we weren't gonna use the kitchen or what, but I was like, we're gonna be there for a month. I'm not eating out every single meal of the day and not use the kitchen if the kitchen is available, you know what I mean? So here comes the kitchen incident. Alright, Corey and I went and got a lot of groceries. Not gonna lie, we spent like $100 because we needed shit. Like, we needed to eat. We had been eating out a lot because we were living in our car, okay? So, and when I say living in our car, I want to kind of address that a little bit. We weren't exactly like sleeping in the car. we weren't sleeping in the car every night, but we had all of our shit in the car. We would have a different Airbnb every single night, and we would just bring in what we needed. You know what I mean? So living in our car, but having somewhere to sleep, okay? I just don't want to sound like a brat when it's like, oh, we were living in our car, and then people find out like, oh, like you had somewhere to sleep though. You weren't sleeping in your car. We slept in the car a couple times, but no, it wasn't the entire time, okay? But we were basically living in our car. Okay, so, not that that matters in this story. Actually, it kind of does, because that's the freaking mental state I was in, and this lady just made it worse. Guys, you have never seen me like this. This story gets me so fired up. Oh my gosh, this story pisses me off so much, and this is why I didn't want to tell it, but it's kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so, the kitchen incident. Corey and I got groceries. Like I said, we spent like $100 on groceries. We cooked. We had to wait on her to cook. We started cooking at probably like 4:30 because we were like, shit, we gotta get out of the kitchen at 6. Alright, so we cook. I don't remember what we cooked, but we cleaned up afterwards to try to be respectful, and that was one of her rules. Clean up after yourself, of course. Like, it's your house. I'm not gonna ruin all your shit, leave all your shit out, and come back and clean whenever I want to, you know what I mean? So as soon as we were done cooking, we cleaned up everything. We ate after we cleaned up, okay? So we go eat in the room because it's awkward. Like, I don't want to be around this lady. We go eat in the room. After we cook, we don't really hear anything until late that night. She says that she had to clean up after us, and I was very confused because we let our food get cold so we could clean up in the kitchen. So I was confused. Like, what did I not clean up? Because I genuinely tried my best. Like I don't even know at this point. Like, I was just like, what? Like, I stayed in there for 20 minutes, and so did Corey, freaking cleaning up everything, like doing the dishes and freaking wiping the counters down, wiping the stove down. We wiped everything down. Like, it looked clean to my eyes, but apparently I'm blind or something. Like, I don't even know. But she let us know in a polite way that she had to clean up after us. And next time we use the kitchen, if we want to use the kitchen, we will need to clean the kitchen and put it back into the state that it was whenever we began using it. Which is what I fucking thought I did to begin with. Like, we cleaned it, it was clean, like, it was spotless, it was clean, dude. Like, okay, chill out. Okay, so the next day we cook in the morning. She doesn't say anything. We clean up really well. Okay, the next night we cook again. We cook burgers. So it was a greasy mess. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, burgers splat out grease everywhere. Okay, not everywhere, but so we're done cleaning. We're literally like just getting done with eating, and she fucking bangs on our fucking door, and it's like, someone needs to get in here, someone needs to get in the kitchen, like talking to me and Corey. I'm like, what is going on? Like, oh my god, why is she yelling at us? Like, I'm sensitive. Why is she yelling, okay? So I'm like, Corey, can you please go in there because I can't deal with this right now. So I send Corey in there. He's like, okay, like, I'll deal with it. And I guess she's screaming about this little spot of grease on the freaking counter. And Corey is like in there, like, he is so angry, but he's just scrubbing. He's trying to keep his cool. He's trying to keep his mouth shut. He doesn't want to, like, get into anything. He just wants to go back to the room. And she's like screaming at us like, I don't live in filth. You guys can live in filth, but not in my house. Like, shit like that. I'm like, huh? Like, where? Like, where? And then she was talking to me. She was like, and you send Corey in here to do the dirty work. You make him clean up after you. Like, he's not even the one on the Airbnb. Like, you're the one that's responsible for this. And I was like, oh. I'm just standing in this lady's kitchen about to fucking cry because I'm so sensitive, and I'm just like, what is going on? Like, I'm so confused. Like, what even happened? Like, this lady fucking, like, we would be in the kitchen fucking talking to her while we're cooking, and she's like chilling, like trying to learn about our life, and she's like, where do you work? And I was like, the herb box. And she was like, oh, you should work at Chili's. Like, I'm like, no. Like, shit, like, we were having fucking like conversations. It was just like, she fucking flipped a switch. I don't know if she fucking OCD or she fucking bipolar or fucking, I don't know, but something wrong. Anyways, we clean up the mess. We go back to the room. I'm fucking scarred at this point. Like, I'm like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, we are talking the fucking second or third day. We're like, we don't want to be here. Like, and we have a month left of this shit. Like, what? The next day, I'm in the bathroom getting ready for work. All right. I'm getting ready for work. I'm in the bathroom. I'm brushing my teeth. She let us have a little drawer. So I was pulling the drawer out. I took my toothbrush out. I shut it and then brushed my teeth. And then I did the same thing. I put it back. And she freaking, from the living room, was like, whoever's playing games and whoever's banging shit in the bathroom needs to freaking stop. I don't play games. Well, I'm like, I'm just getting anxiety at this point because I'm like, I don't even know what's happening. Like, this lady is just picking out everything to fucking, like, get on my nerves to fucking make it seem like I'm doing something wrong. And I say something, or her son says something. He's like, I'm not in the bathroom. He says something like that from his room. Like, he doesn't even, like, come out because he doesn't want to deal with this bitch either. And so he's like she's like talking to him through his door, which was like right next to ours. Our door was like right here and his was right here, and the bathroom was like right here. So I was in the bathroom, they were talking, and she was like, I wasn't talking to you. Who said I was talking to you? To her son. I was like, and she was just saying, like, they better stop playing games, like, stuff like that. And I come out of the bathroom, I'm like, what are you talking about? She's like, why are you slamming stuff? Like, she just keeps talking about it. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not slamming anything. She goes, grabs the fucking cabinet, the drawer or whatever that I was talking about that I kept my toothbrush in. And she goes, this is what I'm hearing. And she fucking... she fucking, like, slams the shit, like, 30 times. Okay, not 30, like, 5 times. And I'm like, I'm just standing there, like, shaking and shit. I'm like, this bitch really fucking, like, crazy right now. I'm like, I'm just watching. And I don't even know what's going on at this point. I was like, I wasn't doing that, obviously. Like, I wasn't. And she was just like, I don't play games. Like, she just kept saying that. I don't play games. Like, if you can't shut the drawer quietly, get your shit out of my drawers. I'm like, bitch, you told me I could use this shit. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'll fucking take that shit out. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I just thought it was okay. Like, I'm not trying to fucking cause problems. Like, I'm so, oh my gosh, I'm just trying to live, and everything I'm doing is pissing you off, and I'm so sorry. Like, but no. So she leaves the bathroom after I explained to her, like, I wasn't trying to slam it. Like, I apologize. Like, trying to be respectful as fuck to her when she was not being respectful as fuck to me. But I was just like, I'm living in this lady's house. Like, I just need to deal with it if she's crazy as fuck, which, like, is not true. Like, people are not allowed to treat you like that. Don't let people treat you like that. Don't let people make you feel crazy and that you're doing something wrong, okay? So she leaves the bathroom. She leaves me alone. I come out there. I come out to her sitting in her living room. I'm like, Miss Linda, bitch, Miss fucking Linda. Okay. What is the problem? And she's like, I don't want to talk to you. Like, I'm not in it for this drama. Like, I don't want to deal with this right now. And I'm just like, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did for you to dislike us, and I don't dislike you. I just want to figure this out because I'm staying here for a month. And she freaking is like, are you bipolar or something? Me? Am I bipolar? Am I bipolar? Am I bipolar? After you were just in the fucking bathroom with the fucking drawers. Like, am I bipolar? I know I just looked bipolar doing all that shit, but like, am I bipolar when you have been fucking crazy, banging on shit, slamming shit, like, saying that we're doing all this shit? It's like, am I the bipolar one? No, I'm not. And she goes, do you have mental issues? Like, is something wrong? Like, I'm like, bitch, like, I don't even know. At this point, like, I don't remember the rest of the conversation. I just remember going into the room and crying to Corey, and like, we had to go. So I was just like crying. I had to go to work, and I was just wanting to leave. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Later that night, oh fucking shit, here we go. Corey had to work late as fuck. He had to work until like 1 a.m. And her house was far as fuck. It was like an hour away from where we were both like working, the area we were both working in. So we weren't gonna get home to her house until like 2:30. I think he got off at like 1:30 and we got back at like 2:30. We come back to a note on the door saying, please give me a copy of your work schedule. I was told I can ask for that. I took the fucking sticky note off the door. I was like, bitch, you trying to fucking stalk me or something? I'm coming home at 3 in the morning. Home, I keep calling it that, but coming to where I'm supposed to sleep at 3 in the morning, there's a sticky note of this random ass weird lady asking me for my work schedule. And it's like, my work schedule is none of your fucking business. If I come in late to the house that I'm renting from you, it doesn't fucking matter. That's like my fucking landlord being like, you can't come in past 10 p.m. even though it's your apartment and you're like renting it out. It's like, bitch, I paid you $1,400 to stay in this tiny ass room with a shared bathroom with your 40-year-old son. Like, what do you do? I can come in whenever I want, okay? Like, oh my god. So I was like kind of like irritated with that. I was like, I'm not giving her my work schedule, and I was like talking to Corey about that. And we come in, we try to get situated as fast as possible and like go to bed so she doesn't like hear something and like get mad, because at this point we're fucking on edge. Like, this bitch is fucking crazy, dude. Like, everything, I'm not playing, like, you're hearing this, like, everything we fucking did, like, she had something to say about it. So I was trying to be as quiet as possible. I had so much fucking anxiety. Like, I was kind of just like, Corey, we should sleep in the car tonight since it's so late. Like, when we paid $1,400 for this fucking, oh my gosh. Okay. And so we come in, we get situated. I fucked up. I fucking knocked a lamp off the shelf. Oh my god, I fucked up. In that moment, I knew I fucked up, bitch. I knew. It was an accident. Obviously, I wasn't trying to, like, ruin her shit, bro. Like, I was just trying to go to sleep, and I knocked it off because the room cluttery as fuck, and I was just trying to go to sleep. It was 3 in the morning. I had to wake up early. I had to go get Corey at fucking 1 when I had to be at work at like 8 a.m. the next day, and it was 3 a.m. I just wanted to go to sleep. I wasn't trying to fuck up. So I pick the lamp back up. I put it on the fucking thing again. I'm like, oh God, here we go. But nothing happened, so I was like, okay, let's go to sleep. Okay, we go to sleep. I swear, 45 minutes later, we hear a knock on our door. It was a polite knock. I was like, okay, but it's 3 a.m. Why are you knocking on our door? And we hear a voice. We hear a male voice. I thought it was her son for some reason, but Corey gets up and answers the door. It's a fucking cop. It's a fucking cop. After we had, oh my God, it's a fucking cop. Like, I just want to tell you the mindset and the things that we had been going through at this moment before all this shit. We had got in trouble with the law. Okay, we were going through all this court shit, and she has the fucking audacity to call the fucking cops about nothing. When it's like, if anything happens with the cops, if we got an asshole cop, we would have went to jail, because we had already been to jail in the past month. Like, we can't get in trouble. But the cop was like, we got a call about some disturbances, like whatever, and me and Corey were like sitting in bed, like fucking like asleep, bro, like asleep. And we like told him that we were like, we literally just got home from work. We told the cop that we were like, we literally just got home from work, like we're just renting this Airbnb, and this lady, like, she just keeps like doing this, like whatever. And he was like believing us, like there wasn't anything wrong, you know what I mean? He was believing us. And yeah, so we kind of made the decision that we were gonna leave, and he agreed that that was probably the best idea. So we told the cop we were gonna leave in the morning, and I guess the cop told Linda that. The next morning, we wake up late. We wake up, I don't remember when I had to be at work. It was probably 11 or something, or 10, I don't know. We wake up probably like an hour before I have to be at work, because I'm like, I want to sleep. Like, we were up fucking until 4 in the morning dealing with these cops and dealing with Linda lying on us and stuff, and it's just like I wanted to sleep. So we were gonna leave in the morning, but we were like, we're leaving on our own time because we're choosing to leave. Like, we're not checking out, we're choosing to leave, you know what I mean? So we start packing our shit. We're kind of going a little slow because Corey was gonna drop me off at work and then just come back and finish everything else. And then Linda fucking says, checkout is at 11. At this point, it's fucking like 10:20. I'm like, bitch, I gotta go to work. I gotta leave for work in 10 minutes. How the fuck am I gonna pack up all my month's worth of shit and all my food from your fridge in 10 minutes and get to work? And she just like, it's not my problem. Like, and she's just like, checkout is at 11. I'm like, alright, bitch, we'll fucking be out of here. We'll be out of here at 11. Okay. Even though I'm fucking choosing to leave and I'm not checking out. Like, okay. So we hurry fast as fuck. We're taking shit out to the car, like trying to get me to work because I cannot be late. Like, that's not how this works. Like, I gotta fucking go. So we're packing our shit. She's like staring at us. She's like acting like we fucking like are still in shit. I'm like, and I had my pillows, and she was like, that looks like my pillow. I'm like, bitch, like, this is my fucking pillow. And I took it out to the fucking car. And she just kept saying, like, sly remarks like that. And she's like, if anything's missing, you're gonna pay for it. I'm just like, bitch, what the fuck? So, end of the story, we grab everything. We go to the car, we leave, I go to work, everything is good. We're leaving Linda behind us. In between all this, we did have a couple conversations with Airbnb telling them what was going on, you know what I mean? Just so it wasn't a surprise if we like chose to leave, you know what I mean? Because we were thinking about that. and we told them our side of the story, whatever, afterwards, because she called Airbnb on us and said we were like disruptive. Like, what? She said that we were like fighting and shit, and like all this kind of shit that was not happening. And we told our story to Airbnb. She told hers. We got our money back. Thank God. We only got $100 back. Or we only got $1,000 back when we paid $1,400, and we only stayed in this bitch for like 4 days, okay? I was happy just because we got something back, because I didn't think we were gonna get anything. So we left her a review, obviously, because she's either bipolar or fucking like psychotic, you know what I mean? Or she is like scamming people. I don't know. She's a really good scam artist. I really don't know. So we told them that. They couldn't really do anything. We got our money back, so we kind of just moved on. So that's my story about my psychotic Airbnb host. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this video was entertaining, because at least my pain could be good for something. Also, I'm sorry, this entire video, like, I'm kind of like sweaty. I'm in the car, it's 100 degrees. I can't have the air condition on because you'll hear it. And I wanted to film this video in the car. I need a little sauna anyways, bitch. It's fine. I just hope you guys are fine with it, because I look kind of sweaty. But yeah, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to comment. I need them because my pain, guys. You better understand. Like the video, comment, share the video if you thought it was funny. Or if you thought it was insane. If you have any Airbnb horror stories, please leave them down below, because I'm super interested. There's no way I'm the only person that has experienced something like this. Don't forget to subscribe. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.